I mean, this is also the first record on Ed's label. Did you feel any pressure? What was that experience like for you?
It was honestly the best time. Like it feels kind of hilarious to say, but I had the best time making this record. It was sort of touch wood so easy. I loved every part of it. I love Ed was the sort of the most amazing to work with, and everyone in the Atlantic and Gingerbread, and it felt really special. It felt like exactly what I was meant to be doing.
That's amazing. And I mean, you also went number one on the record store chart, which is
I
so
did.
cool. And I feel like vinyl and just record stores are a lost art form. And I love that you are all about it. So can you tell us what makes it so magical for you?
Yeah, so I think the best way to describe this is actually the week that the album came out, when we were sort of like pushing and trying to get up the charts and everything. And I played a show at this record store in a place called Kingston in the UK, called Banquet, which is this amazing record store run by this guy called John, who's like just an amazing guy, and it's such an amazing place and for the community, and it's sort of loads of vinyls. It puts on shows, and I ended up working with them all week, and we put on sale these vinyls where you could write in and put like a personalized message on the vinyl. So then I would like write specifically to you, and it was crazy because we did like 2,000, and everywhere I went that week, like I was playing festivals, I was doing gigs, and I'd be like backstage, like signing personalized vinyls. But it was so special, and it was so amazing to get to like connect with people and learn about them and write to them specifically. And it was, a Banquet and their record store was so amazing, and they were like really supportive. And they like, there was a girl called Liv who works there, and she would like come visit me wherever I was with CDs to sign. And they were just, it was so wonderful and sort of affirming, and this like really crazy thing to be doing in release week. But I love record stores. Rough Trade is the one nearest me where I live in East London. And it's just such a really magical place. And I actually got a confession time. I don't own a vinyl player. I'm going to get one, but I don't own one right now. I'm too much of a Spotify girl, and Apple Music, but I I love a music store, and I love the people that work there. And yeah, basically I love record stores. And it's like the coolest thing ever that it went number one on those charts.
That is incredible. And I mean, I have to ask, I love the fact that you and your fans just kind of created this campaign of like, we're going to try to beat Kanye. And he just randomly drops an album. And I mean, your fans were so dedicated and doing their own promotional things. And I love that relationship with Kanye. Are you a fan of his music? What were your thoughts when you learned about him dropping a surprise album?
I mean, hilarious. Obviously, it wasn't ideal, because but you can't predict these things. And like, it was actually hilarious. The whole thing started as a joke of me being like, gonna beat Kanye to number one. And I made this TikTok about it, and then it blew up and it went viral. And I had loads of Kanye supporters in my comments. So I was like, oh no, girl boss too close to the sun. But no, I mean, it was always gonna happen. Obviously, he's a massive artist, and that was the only joke I was making, that like I'm a tiny artist and he's a massive one, and it would be funny. Like it would be nothing if not hilarious. But obviously he did very well, and that's okay. There's room to grow. That just means there's places to go for the next album. So yeah,
I can't wait till you're on that level, and maybe one day you'll just magically drop a surprise release album when he releases something. That's all I'm saying, putting the idea in
maybe
your head. So I mean, along with that, you also promised your fans a Girls House release if it did go number one.
I did, but it didn't. I mean, there's pedantics, there's specifics. Girls House will come out. It's literally finished. It's so funny. Like it's on my laptop. It's one day it'll be in the world, but not right now. They have to wait a little bit longer.
That's so exciting. So what made you not include that with the album, or was it just kind of like an overall vibe thing? Or
no, in truth, it was a moment where it was on the album, and then there was just too many songs. And to be honest, I think maybe ironically Psycho might have knocked Girls House off the album, because it came in last. But there was just too many songs, and that was the only reason. But there's a deluxe still to come out. There's a lot.